When you watch Thursday night football, and how ramped up do you get going into Sunday where you watch college football? What will your mindset be getting ramped up for Sunday?
Well, first things first, is a more important game coming on tonight. Go Tigers. Shout out to Clemson University. So I'll be watching that. I'm a big fan of football. I always like to watch the game, see what guys are doing around the league, see what other teams are doing. So I'm always pretty locked in. And this is an exciting time of year. You work so hard year round, day in and day out, not just the days you require, but even on your off days, doing whatever it takes. So it always gets a little more exciting. But, usually, I watch a little ball. I always watch the Thursday night game. But yeah, just try to keep it calm until Sunday, though, for the most part, and let it all out on Sunday. Yeah.
You and Tua are two of the biggest leaders, obviously both captains on this team. What he's been through, the opportunity week one for him, what's his mindset like right now?
Say that last part again.
Where is he at right now in terms of excitement level?
Yeah,
just getting that opportunity.
I don't want to completely speak for him, but I will say, I just see another year of growth for Tua. Just confidence, understanding the offensive system and the scheme, and taking more command and control of the offense, and just grows every year as a leader. You just see the growth constantly. So I feel like he's always attacking each day, ready to improve, and I've been able to see the results. So.
Christian, I think that Charger game last year was one of your most productive. How much can you take from that tape to apply to this year's game against the same team?
They do some different stuff this year, but you could kind of understand matchups, and just take a good mindset, into the game. But that really doesn't matter. It's a new year, so just all the work you put in, should carry you through, and just got to lock in on the new scheme and a new system and different things they do now, so that way I can have another productive performance, and we can ultimately, go out there and get a win.
Along those lines, obviously it's a new offense for them, or a new offensive coordinator. I don't think they played a lot of their starters in the preseason. Are you still watching preseason, just kind of seeing how their top guys fit into that?
Yeah, you always try to, you just watch a little bit of everything, try to see what you can pick up on, watch last year's stuff, just to even kind of see tendencies maybe, or whatever it is, This year, even though it's a small sample size, like you were saying, you try to watch a little bit of everything so you could, get a beat for individual players and for, the scheme.
You were, sorry. You were describing Tua's growth as a leader in his maturation process. How would you answer the same question about yourself?
I just feel like, the biggest thing for me, I just, since my rookie year, just came in every day and just put my head down and worked and grind. And slowly but surely, I don't realize how much my teammates pay attention, but they pay attention. And slowly but surely, they've just been able to respect me more and more. And then, when you start, to do, you get to see the fruits of your labor and all the work you're putting in actually transform to, translate on the field. That only gives you a little bit more credibility and a little more respect against your peers, amongst your peers. So I'm just humbled really just to be, respected by my guys. That's, you play the game for a lot of different reasons, but the respect of your peers and the guys around the league is up there with all of it. So.
You've been a player rep, I think, since your rookie year, right?
Correct. Yeah.
What have you learned from that experience?
There's a lot, I didn't really know what I was getting into my rookie year, and kind of just fully understood the role in that position. But now I do more so, and there's a lot that goes into that, and just, representing the players on your team and just the guys around the league. I mean, it's a lot of responsibility, but I'm up for it, and just, I feel like I got a good sense of the guys in my locker room and just kind of typically how guys think, so it allows me to be, good in that role as well.
You were here at the beginning when this organization started building what they have right now. The one thing that I've noticed is that this year's team is not afraid to talk about Super Bowl. They're not afraid to say the word in terms of talking about what you guys are aspiring for. What do you think? Is that just a mentality, or is that just growth? Or
I just kind of feel like, it's obviously that's the reason you play the game. You want to compete at the highest level, win at the highest level, and be the best team. I mean, or else you wouldn't be out there in the hot-ass sun every day practicing, working your butt off. But ultimately, it just comes down to a daily focus, and, I feel like we do a pretty good job of that. So when we do a lot of those little things, it'll lead the bigger things, and those bigger things will come. But, yeah, each and every day we just got to focus on, the little things and the task at hand, and then, we know we got potential. We just got to, like I said, build on those little things and see where we end up.
Christian, and talking about your duties as a player rep, can you take us back to the Daywood Davis conversation?
Yeah.
How surreal was that? And talk about being on the field, talking about that.
Yeah, I'm not gonna get too much into like actually what was talked about for the most part, but a call had to be made, and it was just kind of getting all the information from both sides, from the NFL, from the refs, from talking amongst each other, their coach and our coach and everybody, and then just a call had to be made, and obviously a tough situation, and again just another time where a lot of responsibilities put on the guys, us as leaders, to make a decision.
And the decision I'm sorry, and the decision to actually not play, to not continue the game. Did you and the kicker, I can't remember his name from Jacksonville, you guys talked about that, or did you talk to a couple other players? How did that?
Yeah, again, like I said, I'm not going to speak too much about what actually the conversation was and what was said and what wasn't said, but yeah.
Christian, off the top of your head, do you remember any other times where your team's been the first to play against a new offensive coordinator?
No, I don't really recall. Yeah.
Then I guess what is the difficulty in being the first team to kind of debut against a new system? Do you watch, Kellen's Cowboys film
Yeah.
or?
I see what you're saying. Yeah. I feel like you kind of just gotta take a little bit of everything and watch as much as you can. Like, that would help. Obviously, watching some of the Cowboys stuff and trying to figure out some stuff. But yeah, you just try to pick up as much as you can so that you can go out there and have a productive game.